Yeah.
I just pressed record on the podcast. Jimmy is technically here, mentally not.
He's eating, he's streaming, he's doing 5 videos at a time right now and doing a podcast. It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Colby finally took my advice and he moved his camera.
Yeah, now it's HD.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
And,
You got yourself a standing desk?
yeah, I actually used it. And I am now to my lowest weight since college.
Hell yeah.
How much?
Yep.
How much?
Congrats.
Down to 182. Lowest weight since college.
Go get the scale, step on it live. Let's see how much fake news you incorporated into this.
He's like, yes, sir. Yes, daddy.
Man, I peaked this weekend. I had a fucking binge weekend camping and I peaked.
What do you mean? Like you just ate everything?
Oh yeah, drank everything.
What all did you eat?
Burgers, hot dogs.
That's not what gets you. You ate the bread, though, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
buns and the... Yeah.
180.
Oh, damn. That's at 188.
188.
You fucking lied.
Well, I was 182 yesterday. And then
Kyle,
I've
it's
had
water
3
weight.
of these.
Water
I've already
weight.
had 3 of these waters today.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see how much weight I can lose by Friday. I peaked at 231. I'm trying to get down to like 217 by Friday.
But even 182 is kind of fake news because I weighed myself like in the morning, like when I've done nothing. So I was like, dude, 182.
That doesn't mean it's fake though. I just
mean,
weighed
like,
yourself. That's how much you weighed. You just picked a
then I literally
strategic
went
time.
downstairs and ate like I think I don't remember what I ate, and I came back upstairs. I'm like, I'm curious to see how much I already put on, and I was already back to like 185.
Yeah. So I was thinking this weekend, what's crazy? So I feel like we get so much like love and stuff from people with the podcast. We really don't even know how many fucking people watch each episode, do we?
We really don't. I have no clue.
Like we literally have no fucking clue. Like we can't look and see even like on iTunes, you can't see how many people watch it on iTunes. The only concrete number we even know is what's on
Audio Boom, that's iOS 5 user or iOS.
Yeah, well,
8
yeah,
plus.
yeah. So we don't. The only one we truly know is YouTube, which we get like a couple thousand each pop, right? But we literally have no fucking clue how many people watch our shit. It's
weird,
kind of
but
crazy.
It does seem like more now because I'll get way more like, where is it when we don't post it.
Yeah, well, like when we had to air the other day, dude, I was getting lit up with so many people like, your shit ain't on fucking some other audio platform I've never really heard of, or Spotify. I've heard of Spotify, but
Spotify.
yeah, and they're like, where the fuck is it? I'm like,
I think actually a lot of people heard us on there because weren't we like one of the top featured on there for a while?
Yeah, we were featured comedy for a while.
yeah. So
Back in the beginning, back in the old days.
yeah, but how do we even know? Like, I mean, we literally just don't know. Like, are more people watching us now or
There's
before?
probably literally like 73 dedicated viewers that tune in.
Well, because each YouTube video gets over 2,000,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I think.
No, it does. It does. But it's, I mean, like, we could fucking be getting 50,000 views on Spotify. We literally have no fucking clue.
Well, isn't it weird that they switched like the analytics like that? Because you would think nowadays, like, remember when Facebook just inflated all the views? So everyone was like, this is awesome. You would think most companies are doing that, not going the other way to make it like, we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, I don't really understand all that. And
I want to hit you guys with something that all 4 of us will love to start the show.
Oh, and our boy River did lock down another ad for us.
Who do we got coming?
It's like a survey ad, so we like promote their survey. So you go take a survey for some shit or something. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it's like yeah, I mean what I told him to do, I'm like, dude, just fucking sign people up, like on a per episode basis. Like, it doesn't have to be a shitload, like just fucking sign people up, get people in the door. Because the problem was, like, the way we promote this is we put together all our social media accounts, which is obviously, not all those people listen to the podcast. So I said we got to get people's we got to get people's foot in the door. So it was like,
Birds' 2 million YouTube page is probably on there.
I think for like 4 promotions was like $600, but who gives a shit? Like, nobody's promoting it anyway,
Well, you can go on Audio Boom and look at the analytics and see how many people are listening to each episode. It's all
Yeah,
there.
that's only iOS users though, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to.
That's
remember
right.
they changed that.
They have to have iOS 10 or above.
Well, then you could just take the iOS users and be tentative and add 25% for Spotify and Google Play or whatever. You could get a ball.
Who the fuck's watching on Google?
Not Google Play. Not Google Play. What's the
Oh yeah, it's Google
Android.
Play. We're on there.
Yeah, Google Play. Android. Yeah.
Hey, this is crazy. So I woke up to some.
What you meant to say was who the fuck's watching on Google Plus?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
Google Plus was. Dude, remember when Google Plus was supposed to change? So
No,
You remember when they
YouTube-
rammed it down our throats and made it like
YouTube. You had to have a Google Plus account when you had a YouTube channel. Like it was required.
Yeah, you had to make one. What kind of
Dude, it was
bullshit
like
is that?
I remember people were betting on it being the next big thing. People were like over posting on it, trying to get like followers and
It wasn't
stuff.
even a good layout. It was.
It was fucking
Speaking
stupid.
of things that failed, how about the press conference with Logan Paul and KSI?
Oh, dude, I watched
I
1
didn't-
minute of the
I didn't
highlight and I
see
couldn't
it.
even stand it, dude.
That was, and I know nobody uses cringy anymore, but that was the cringiest shit I've seen.
I was about to say cringe.
really excited about it. Like I thought it was going to be hype. I thought it was going to be something.
Was it like not authentic?
It was. I think it was authentic, but I mean, Jake Paul. I think there's something missing, like in his scope of how his neurons fire and stuff. I mean,
Brain. He's got something wrong in his head.
Every 2 seconds he was like Walmart, like making fun of Deji saying about his merch or whatever. But I guess it was because he was catering to 10-year-olds because it was literally 10 and 12-year-olds cheering for him in the crowd.
What's funny is Jake Paul's posters are sold exclusively at Walmart.
Yeah, it was bad.
I watched 2 minutes and I turned it off.
I mean, the
Not
crowd
like
was
live
obviously
of highlights.
right. The crowd was pro Jake Paul and Logan because they're in LA. That's where all their fans are. That's not even going to matter. This is happening in Manchester, England, where literally KSI and Deji are going to have 99% of the fan base. Like, I mean, I don't know. It was rough. It was really rough. Jake Paul was trying to be Conor McGregor. He was trying to talk like him and walk around like him.
Which is stupid because Conor McGregor is a one in a kind. Google
his outfit, Kyle. Look at the outfit Jake Paul wore to the.
What would I type in?
Anything.
Jake.
Go to Logan Paul's YouTube
Paul.
channel and posted it. Logan Paul's outfit was pretty damn nice.
So Jake Paul was the douche, not Logan.
Yeah, Jake Paul was the biggest douche.
I didn't even see Logan's stuff. I turned it off in the first part, which was Jake.
Dude,
I honestly don't care about them. I know Kobe's a big fan, but I don't care.
I watched this.
poster.
I watched this thing about some kid that went to a Jake Paul concert, and oh my god, dude! It was the
one that roasted him.
Yeah, dude, it was the most fucking awkward shit ever. It was like it's fucking just like some Disneyland shit, you know. But and they're like the dude was going in on like just completely random people came up and started like singing before Jake Paul came out. And then he like started doing research on these people. Like one of the girls, you know, was like
It's the Maloof girl.
yeah, her dad was like a billionaire and like it's
the brothers that own the Kings.
yeah.
And they have all the hotels. Like they own all the Vegas stuff.
Yeah, it was fucking bad. But
I don't know what video you're talking about, but I do know that he signed the girl to Team 10 and then released a song. And I listened to the song and I'm like, this is one of the worst things I've ever heard. And I see her name. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably got paid a lot of money to sign her.
Yeah.
Most people get paid to sign. Jake Paul gets paid to sign people.
It was rough.
All right.
Jimmy,
This
I had
is
a question
Jake
for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, Kobe, you can go.
Well, this is all of us. We can literally claim this now. So the World Health
that's what I was going to talk about.
classifies.
I was talking about on my stream today. Yeah, we
So
all
World
have
Health-
a disorder and we need medication.
Classifies gaming disorder as a mental health condition, and they are referring to it as digital heroin. So you can literally now go in and get medication for a gaming addiction. I want to talk about that.
Can we go on L and I?
An addiction is considered more than 20 hours a week. So if you play 3 hours a day,
That's fucking stupid.
right?
That is dumb.
And it's like like they used Minecraft and World of Warcraft and all these games as the one, and they're using it as like 11-year-olds to 36-year-olds, and they're saying all this stuff. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, all right, I get like where they're coming from, as it's could be considered an addiction if you're playing that long, but we are way more addicted to our cell phones than gaming.
Right.
Because you're on this more than 3 hours a day, a week.
What about?
I would consider that a cell phone is way more of addiction than video games. Like on your cell phone, like like when I play video games, like I do it for fun to hang out with my friends. Like when I use my cell phone, like I'm sitting there looking for something that's gonna like give me that little like endorphin
rush.
You know, I'm looking for that. Like, and a lot of times I'll get on my phone and be like, "What the fuck am I doing?" But I'll never be on video games and be like, "What am I fucking doing with my life?" You know, it's like I'm like, "Oh, I'm playing with friends and having fun." Like, that's just me personally. I know there's people that like are truly like that can't even get up from their fucking computer to like throw trash away. You know. Yeah. I mean, there are people like that, but there's fucking 8-7 billion people on this damn planet. Like
you say even people more are addicted to the internet too.
Yeah.
Like I'll go through like the first 50 posts on Reddit and then be like, and then refresh it like it'll change, like it's something, everything will be different on the page.
Yeah, and then another thing is like,
I got Twitter. Yeah.
Like some people use the word addiction like it's always like a negative thing. Like you could be addicted to shit. And it could be, you know, it's not negative, like, you know, like drugs or like something that, you know, like hinders your health. Like, I'm fucking addicted to petting dogs, you know, like I fucking love petting dogs. I see a dog, I'm gonna fucking pet the dog. Like, is that hurting me, the dog, or anybody? No, you know. Medication. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's a lot of it is, you know, I mean, people are always looking for negative shit to say about video games because
people try to use it as an excuse for bad parenting too. It's like, oh, my kid's addicted to video games. Well, fucking tell them to get off of it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we'll throw our kid in like, okay, let's say are you addicted to TV? Because everybody fucking watches TV 20 hours a week. Like, right. Are you addicted to that? Do you need some fucking medication to stop watching TV? No.
It's your entertainment.
You do the same thing on TV that you do with fucking drugs. You do with your cell phone. You scroll through the damn channels, you know, and sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. You know, like sometimes you're like, oh shit, fucking Shark Tank is on. Holy fuck, yeah.
Who gets to come up with this is an addiction and it's a certain hour a week that makes it the addiction? That's the weird part to me.
They just make it up. I mean, it's all they just make up a number.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Like who decides that, you know? You can literally say about anything in the like what can't you say is like, you know, like you do so much shit and you live so many days your life, like everything's a fucking addiction, you know?
But even like 3 hours a day I wouldn't say is excessive on video games. Like what if someone comes home from work and is like, do they want to like read a book or go for a run, go to the gym or play video games for 3 hours?
Yeah.
What if it's your job?
Yeah, exactly. True. I mean, it's so yeah. They say that you know you play video games 3 hours a day, you're fucking addicted. Well, I fucking you go to your work from 9 to 5 every single day.
You're addicted to work?
Yeah. Do you need some fucking pills for that shit? Here, take this fucking Ritalin, there.
And what kind of pill would they give you to get non-addictive to video games? Like, I don't think that exists. I'm no expert on drugs, but I'm pretty sure like. You're not giving me something.
Here, take this heroin to take your mind off the fucking Fortnite, man.
Yeah, Fortnite doesn't sound good right now because I took this pill. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's something out there.
I'm sure there's like a pharmaceutical company that's like, we need to sell a prescription for gaming addiction, so just make up a disorder.
See, that could be.
For sure. No, that's probably what it is. Or there's already someone sitting here right now seeing this, being like, I'm gonna create a freaking nutraceutical product that's going to help people with gaming addiction. It's already getting drawn up right now behind the scenes. 100%. Yeah. I want to get back into something else, but I wanted Jimmy's face to be able to see his face when I tell him.
It'll be up in 3 minutes.
You haven't explained to people why your face is not there yet?
Because the live stream's still going because I'm testing it out to make sure everything's good, and OBS is running the webcam. So I can't do anything about it.
You fix your internet?
Yep. They were out here this morning, put me on a new tower. I'm literally live streaming right now, uploading a 40-minute Let's Play of Doom on my second channel. I'm on this web conference with you guys. Yeah, internet's
40-minute video? You're addicted, dude.
You
I
are.
know.
Yeah, you got issues.
This is well, I can just tell you anyway, Jimmy, because I think Burns is going to get a kick out of this too. Kyle's just going to say we're stupid. So President Trump directed the Pentagon. We now have a new military branch, the 6th branch. Have you heard this yet, Kyle?
Nope.
I heard it.
Burns, don't say anything. I want you to guess. This is official. Don't look it up. The 6th official military branch that was just announced today. So there's like you'll never guess.
I won't guess it.
The scuba team.
Dude, Jimmy's really close. Go higher, Jimmy.
You got the Navy for that, Jimmy, right?
It is the Space Force.
Oh, yeah.
On my life, this is 100%
That's what it's
real.
called? The Space
Trump-
Force?
The U.S. president has directed the Pentagon and Department of Defense to oversee the creation of a 6th military branch that will be separate but equal to the Air Force. And it is for space, baby. We are aliens.
That's fucking weird.
That's awesome.
It sounds cool, but it sounds like a lot of wasted resources.
Well,
The Air Force already has like a Space Force to it, so they're probably just like breaking it apart, making it its own thing.
So it says, we must have American dominance in space. Very important. I am hereby directing the Department of Defense and Pentagon. I already said that. Dude, we are living in a world where our president, who used to be a reality TV star, just said that we have to control the war on space. This is real life, dude.
The war on space.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, what happens when somebody in the U.S. fucking is they meet somebody from Russia and they can fuck each other up, but there's no laws in space.
No one owns them.
He's right. You're right, dude. And so Trump says rich guys seem to like rockets. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. If somebody got a satellite up there and they launched those big steel poles that would come down with like the force of like 100 nukes, I guess you do need to control space.
Well, here's the other point that someone made. That's actually, I'm taking it from their comment, is like, hey, you saw how easy some rich dude threw a car up in space. It's a good point, dude. Elon Musk just like kind of trolled everyone and launched a Tesla into space with a camera on it. Like, when you actually think about that, that's pretty crazy that he's just allowed to do that because he's rich. You know what I mean?
I wonder if like shit like that, like that's what's just crazy to me. Like, who's gonna govern that shit? You know,
us.
So it's like
Space Force,
dude. Can you imagine being the commander of the Space Force? If you were a single male and said that, you would be chicks would be lining up. What's your job? I'm the commander of the Space Force. Bro,
sweet.
You are just swimming in it, dude.
Space Force 1.
Oh man, so yeah, the Army was established in 1775, Navy 1775, Marine Corps 1775, Coast Guard 1790, Air Force 1947, Space Force today.
That's awesome.
So awesome.
So,
it also seems like
10 years from now, you hate your wife, you fucking fly to space with her, you kill her, you come back. Who has jurisdiction over that?
I think every country has at least like a couple miles, like a certain amount of miles into the sky. So
it's insane though that we're
way out there to kill her.
I also feel, to go back to the other topic though, I also feel bad for Fortnite for being popular right now, because the article I was going to read you guys even says, with the rise in parental concerns around games such as Fortnite.
Yeah, this came up when like Modern Warfare 2 was really big too. Like they were the scapegoat. It's whoever's popular at the time.
But that being said, dude, you're a little 7-year-old who's getting addicted to Fortnite should have been playing Fortnite in the first place.
Right? It's just parents want to blame something else on their bad parents.
I know a 5-year-old that plays Fortnite all fucking day.
He just invited us.
He did?
Yeah, before we got off. Yeah, he's actually pretty good. Well,
no,
I mean, here's the thing.
No, he's not good.
He knows how to play the game, though.
Yeah.
Like, my brother had never played the game and has played video games his whole life and was terrible. I'm saying he's better than like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. The Space Force thing, I had to read that today because I honestly, when I read it at first, thought it was a joke. And then
these days you don't know what's real and what's not. Like, is that an Onion article or not?
Oh, this is 100% what I thought. Or I've personally fallen. So, like with the Kawhi Leonard drama, the Woj guy, who's the biggest insider when it comes to NBA, he had a tweet back in 2013 that said Indiana Pacers heavily pursuing Kawhi Leonard, but it started getting retweeted and stuff. And I didn't see the date on it, so I'm just like, oh, what? The Pacers are gonna get him? That's crazy. I tell my buddy, he's like, bro, there's no way they have cap room for that. I'm like, oh, I just got.
Oh, here's a reason. I got a reason why the Capitals coach left. They didn't fire him. He left.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. So he said he had a clause in his contract where if he won the Stanley Cup, he could accept a 2-year extension with a $300,000 bump in salary. He was only making $1.5 million a year, which is low by NHL coaches standards. So it would only
God, that's so low.
It would only bump him up to 1.8. So he's just like, I'm leaving for more money.
I'm done.
Damn, and they won't pay him more than 1.8. What's the average coach in NHL? Oh, do you know off the top of your head?
I can Google it real quick. I don't know. I think our coach makes like 5. I think.
That's crazy. I don't even know what the NBA is now, but I'm assuming it's pretty high.
Average. NHL
I know Pete Carroll gets a shit ton of money for the NFL. Jimmy's back.
You're back on that team caliber grind, huh?
The highest paid coach makes 6.25.
I don't think they did very well this weekend.
0.5. That's crazy.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Who won it? People still play that shit.
Rise Nation, I think I saw on Twitter. I don't know. I didn't follow it. Oh no.
You guys do anything cool this weekend?
Get anything cool for Father's Day, gentlemen?
Watch Tag. That was pretty funny.
You went and saw that?
Oh, dude, Tag. I want to see that.
Based on the real story of the dudes that played tag for 30 years.
That's actually from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Washington, there's a shooting at Walmart. Yeah. Oh, kind of crazy. You guys hear about the shooting at Walmart?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because nobody really. It wasn't. They've tried to play it up like it was a mass shooting, but So basically, what happened was. Somebody was outside of the Walmart just like taking shots and stuff, and then somebody that was carrying fucking shot the guy and killed him. But so
conceal and carry.
The reason that basically he was trying to carjack people, and one of the people he tried to carjack was my brother-in-law's cousin who we were camping with, and he fucking was in front of his Jeep aiming the gun right at him and his son through the windshield. And he tried to take his car, and he fucking sped off. And he's like, man, if I could have done it again, I would have fucking ran the dude over because he just, turned around him, right? And then the dude went, it's kind of, the story's a little iffy, but they make it seem like he went into the Walmart and was shooting. So they tried to play it up like it was this big mass shooting, but the only person that died was the dude that was shooting. But yeah, that happened in our...
So it's like the opposite.
In our area yesterday. Cool.
I went and saw the new Oceans movie. It was okay.
You saw that shit?
It wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't.
God.
They were trying.
The problem with that is
They were trying to make it the vibe of the.
I honestly think Ocean's 11 is the only good one out of all of them.
Well, then that's the thing, though. It was so good.
But how unrealistic is women robbing a place and doing something smart? Just kidding.
I want to see the new Mark Wahlberg Mile 22 movie.
Where they're Overwatch.
Dude, that is sick. Ronda Rousey's in it too. Not that I care that she's in it, but I just saw it. That's why I saw it.
Have you seen Only the Brave, the firefighter movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that
God.
Was sad,
I know. It's sad as shit. I was watching it.
Spoiler alert. At the very end, I was like, Ashley's like, no, they're not going to die. I was like, no, they're good.
Well, like halfway through, I started remembering like the story. I'm like, didn't a bunch of firefighters fucking die like not that long ago? And yeah, they all died. All of them.
They did the thing though. They did what they were supposed to. They got under their sleeping bags.
Well, I started. Well, those
damn. This is fucking a wild day for Puma, dude.
So I started like doing a little more research into it, and there's a lot more that went on than the movie shows. But
right.
I mean, they're in a spot that they already cleared and shit, and they bailed out of it.
That was rough.
Buy all Puma stock. It is leaked and official now. The new president of Puma basketball, shooting them into relevance, Jay-Z. That's why everything's going crazy right now.
Oh no!
Everyone was wondering why the hell they could not figure out why all these top prospects were signing with Puma. They just got the number 1 player. They got another top 5 player and a top 15 player. And they
we gotta buy Puma stock.
Well, so Puma stock's Adidas stock.
So is Adidas bumping right now?
I have no idea, but that is everyone was speculating on how the hell they could have been landing like all of these big name guys, and then it makes sense it was Jay-Z signing them all. That is awesome.
What if they're all bust?
If they're all bust, we'll still get a good commercial out of them. I don't know if that.
Now I'm really curious as to how many people actually listen. Now that you said that.
Well, I was just looking at some like analytics, but it doesn't really show us shit. But we still get. I was looking at like the last like 90 days, and like there are tons of episodes that were like 7,000 views. But who knows? We'll never know.
We could be like the top rated podcast in all of iTunes, don't even know
it. we done blew up and we don't even know it.
Well, I also started losing some trust in iTunes when I learned that what people were doing to stay on the charts is telling everyone to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, then unsubscribe.
Like we did that,
and then leave a comment.
Yeah, didn't we do that?
Yeah, but that's what when I learned that you could do that, I was like, oh, that's not very cool.
Does Joe Rogan tell people to do that?
I don't think he needs to. I don't think he loses viewership at all.
I love
that's what all the Barstool guys do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Dude, Barstool's
crazy. Well, they did. I don't know if that works anymore.
I wonder what like their next move is.
Barstool?
Yeah.
Who knows? They just got evaluated at over $150 million.
Jesus Christ. But like, what is their main cash cow? Like sponsorships, podcasts?
Well, they have the Sirius XM radio. They give them their own channel, so they're probably making millions off that.
Yeah. Because, they still do, like, they'll still run, like, like viral media type stuff, like links and stuff, their website on their Facebook and stuff like that. Their Instagram just slays it, but it's just like...
It's merch, they probably they're killing it on all the merch stuff, too.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, their Instagram is, nothing to do with sports and stuff. It's just, like, viral media type stuff, like viral videos and stuff like that.
But it's
interesting.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
They're stuck with the name.
Yeah.
Cool. Burns, what have you been up to?
I'm trying to see how high we are up on the podcast list.
I don't know if you'll see it unless they show us more.
There's a lot listed here.
Come on, you should be able to just circle the name and there should be a number next to it. So I've been looking for. Do you guys listen to any like crime podcasts, like Serial, Atlanta Monster?
No. I listen to Serial a little bit.
Yeah, those are like my fucking shit right now. Because in 2 weeks we're going to Yellowstone for a week, and so it's like I think it's like a 12, 13-hour drive or something like that, or even longer.
Yeah.
So we last year we listened to this one that's like Up and Vanish, and so it's like in podcast format, like trying to like run like a podcast documentary is like super hot right now. So like there's all these like crazy and I love like crime shit, and there's all these like crazy crime stuff that people are trying to like revive.
Great job editing theirs.
Yeah. Like some of them, like people actually like for the one I watched, Up and Vanish, like they actually like the crime was solved on this like fucking 15-year-old cold case. Or 10-year-old cold case or something.
Oh, yeah. That thing's tight. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so some of them are cool, but some of them it's just kind of like ends weird. But then there's this one called like S-Town where it's like a dude thought there was some like...
S-Town was awesome.
Yeah, a dude thought there was like some conspiracy in his town, but then the podcast just turned all about this dude who's just like one of like the most interesting dudes ever. And then I won't.
And my favorite thing on that is the guy with brain damage. Like, you're goddamn right.
Yeah.
You goddamn right. That's all he says.
Yeah, it was really interesting. But hey, way more interesting than this shit.
Cut my life into pieces.
I wonder that. Did we ever? It's been a while since I watched that show. Did you ever find out like how he made his money? Like how he had all that money?
So yeah, that's what it kind of turned into. He thought there was this big conspiracy with like the cops and shit in town. It turned out it was just like a regular crime. And then he was like mentoring his like young neighbor who was like in trouble with the law and shit. And Then it
basically like this neighbor was like his help, like would maintain his house.
Yeah, he was like one of the best. It was fucking weird. It was like in bumfuck like Alabama or some shit, and then it turned out he's just like the best fucking clock mechanic in like the world. Yeah, and he's just like he has a fucking mullet and like this super hillbilly accent, and then it turns out that he's gay and like takes all these fucking twists. He's like the most intelligent dude ever. Like people from around the world are like, I can't fix this clock from the 1800s.
Yeah, people would drive from like thousands of miles away for him to like fix their clock.
Yeah, and then he'd end up having sex with a bunch of the really smart dudes that were having him fix their clock and shit.
Speaking of clocks, did your putt video go viral?
No. I put it on a handful of sources, but let's see. Instagram. I mean, I posted on a Friday. I don't think.
Yeah, I saw his little post. Yeah, I saw it.
I don't think Friday is the best to post Instagram videos, which makes sense. But I mean, it's at 11,000 views. I think it did decent.
You need to get it on one of those pages like Golf Gods or Foreplay Pod.
Yeah, I tagged both them.
Can you not cross promote that on your Facebook? The link?
You can.
I'd get it going, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's weird though. Even you would think that Facebook owning Instagram, like they would like totally like buy like if. Like, they wouldn't hurt you for putting an Instagram link in, right. But it doesn't work like that.
They don't like links, do they?
Yeah, no, they don't. It doesn't even matter if they own the fucking company. They aren't fans of links. But I posted the video direct on my Facebook just for shits and gigs to see what it would do. And, I mean, for a golf, like, irrelevant video to the page, 150,000 views, Facebook's in a dog shit world right now.
It's a dog eat dog world.
There are ads everywhere saying they're going back to true Facebook. They let everybody down and they're getting back to what Facebook's all about.
Like, oh yeah, so basically fucking the pages. That's what they're doing.
It's all about friends again.
Yeah,
which is not true probably.
Yeah, no, they're just trying to make you feel good and get back into it. I think they're internally like hurting because it's just different like concept. Like you need people scrolling on your shit, for your ads to work for, but now they're pissing off all these page people, which that means like less posting, and that's like less real. Like right now people all the time are like, dude, why don't you post on your page anymore? You're the only reason I'm on Facebook. And I want to be like, well, it's really not like it's not like worth my time to sit there and scroll for content all day when it's going to get, 7% of the views that would fucking get, 6 months ago.
At your peak, what was your Facebook? What were you popping view wise for like post?
I mean, I would always look to see, I'd look at like the analytics and I would see like what was my reach in the last 30 days or the last week, because they typically go like on a weekly basis. They reset the stuff. They just redid the analytics, it looks like, but I mean, so I would have weeks that would reach 80 million people would be about the average, and then even up until like 6 months ago it was like like 40 million reach, but now it's fucking bad. It's like 10 million or less. So I mean, even over the last month is a 30 million reach.
Right. It's still a lot of reach.
Yeah, but like I feel like people nowadays are like so like back when we started like YouTube and stuff, like people weren't getting punched in the face with ads just fucking 24/7. Right. Now it's just like there's so many people, even like influencer type ads aren't as good as they used to be, just because so many influencers do them, So it's like all like the conversion rates and everything go down. So, but I mean, it's just ads left and right, and what you got going on there?
Different day and age.
Where do people go through your office to get to?
Well, Callie's room's through there. The movie theater room's through there.
Oh. Is that an actual office or is it like a room that you turn into an office?
It's a workout room, office. Yeah, we're actually remodeling our pool room. We're going to turn it into partly an office for me, like a smaller office. Yeah, that's fun. I'll take a coffee.
I'll take a coffee.
I'll take one too, Jim.
No, dude, guys, we need Red Bulls. We got to support Ninja, man, and his $1 billion deal, dude.
How much was his deal worth? I need to know.
No one said, but it's got to be outstanding.
It's got to be well over a couple million.
They paid Ryan Sheckler back in the day like a shitload of money. And Ryan Sheckler had nowhere close to what Ninja's reach is right now.
Yeah, what about, did they do a deal with Nadeshot, like $1 million deal?
I think it was like $1 million or something like that. Yeah.
And that wasn't even at like his peak and stuff.
I didn't know that. So that means Ninja probably got $5 million, I would say.
That still seems kind of cheap. I think Ninja's making like 8 to 10 million a month or something, or
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think it's 10 million a month. Well, I told you guys, I tweeted it when I couldn't fall asleep, so I turned on his stream and he was playing with another really popular dude. I don't remember the guy's name. And he's like, "What do you do for when you're listening to music and it's in your gameplay?" He's like, "Oh, if it's a good enough clip, I'll just upload it anyway." And he's like, "Well, what about the revenue?" And he's just like, "Man, like only my editor and wife know this, but yeah, dude, I lose like 6 figures a month just on copyrighted songs." He just like laughed it off. And then the guy was like, "Well, why don't you try and get the rights?" He's like, "Man, I'm messaging Drake trying to get the rights to his songs."
Jesus
Can you imagine just laughing off?
He didn't stream for like 2 days when he was in LA and lost like 40,000 subscribers.
He lost 40,000? What the fuck?
That's every streamer. If you don't stream daily, you go backwards. All of them.
40,000 is probably, I'm just estimating here, but that's probably close to like the next person.
That's crazy.
How does he lose them though? Like
that's so crazy that so many people would be like, "Oh, he's not on today, unsubscribe."
Yeah, but how does he lose that? Like, I don't. So is the subscribe, like when you subscribe to somebody, is it set no matter what for the next month and they back out of it?
Well, they can do a 1 month, 3 month. They can do it auto renew, all kinds of different ways. But you got to think he's got a revolving chunk of people that are either going to have to re-up or not re-up, probably daily.
Yeah, imagine if you were a company and you had 40,000 subscribers back out in 2 days. Like, you would fucking be dead, dude. You would just shit your pants and off yourself. But he's probably like wet.
Let's go back. Let's peel it back. All right. All 3 of you guys are subscribed to me. Kyle's renewed on Wednesday. Burns is Thursday. Jimmy's Friday. I don't go live any of those 3 days to show you that I'm there again. You just might forget. It'd be super easy. If you don't see it pop up and get notified, like, "Oh, Colby's live," like I could see why 40 pop off that fast. At first, I was like, "That's an outstandingly high number," but now it makes sense.
Right.
There's probably a lot of people because Amazon Prime, the Prime subscriptions don't auto renew. So he's got a bunch of people that just like forget they have one. They have a free one. So he's like constantly got to be like, "Hey, Amazon Prime, check if you got a sub." Because so many people were like, "Oh, I didn't know I had one."
Damn.
But he'll get that back. I mean,
yeah,
he probably already did.
Already did.
Honestly, it sounds like he doesn't really. Even if he doesn't get it back, he's not going to be hurting. Laughing off $100,000 in copyrights he's not getting.
Doesn't Twitch like mute the whole? Doesn't the whole clip get muted on Twitch?
I think so, but he rips them to YouTube. Yeah, because he said he had a video that got 5.4 million views in a day, and he didn't make a cent on it because it had a song in it. So here's my question, Jimmy: is the guy who has that song's labeled? Let's say that video that had 5 million views, let's say it just made $5,000 to be a round number. They get all 5 of that grand by doing nothing. Well, what a life, dude.
As long as they put in their music in YouTube's claim system and it got claimed by them, yeah, they get all that revenue. Go straight to them.
Oh my goodness, dude. That is insane. People say
the music industry, dude, they make so much money.
People say the music industry is dying. Look at that, dude. That is insane.
Yeah, they make a ton of money, dude.
Well,
ton of money.
Fuck in the butt.
How's the streaming going, Kyle?
Friday
Lost
I just
40,000 subscribers?
Yeah. Friday I had to do a power stream because we had to take off camping, and then the previous 2 days I had other things, so I was.
Dude, you're gonna be losing your viewer base.
I didn't stream on that Wednesday, Thursday, but I am today. Oh shit! In 6 minutes.
You need to set it up to where you win a game of Fortnite in the middle of Yellowstone Park, in the middle of the spot in the park that you're not supposed to be allowed to go.
There ain't no cell phone service out there, Bill.
Oh.
Burns, are you streaming with me right after this?
I'm not gonna turn my stream on, but I'll play with you.
I know. I need you to play with me. I don't give a fuck about your stream.
We need to get aorta.
Yeah, we need to get his phone number and say, yo, oh, he's not in school.
Have you guys tried Realm Royale yet? What do you think?
Fuck no.
Shit, dude. Terrible game.
I think I got. Oh, he's on right now. Fuck, I'm gonna send him a message, dude.
Tell him we're coming.
He always messages you guys on Twitter. You don't see that?
Nope.
Oh yeah, you guys have a lot of people.
Well, I just
Twitter?
don't see him. Yeah, I don't.
What's his Twitter machine?
I will tweet it out to you guys right. AOR Tex. It's his gamer tag.
I didn't see him.
Oh, I see it.
He's followed by Hollow Point and Prestige Key. That's in his description.
He's right here. I'm about to follow him.
He's about to nut, dude. All three of you guys at once.
Yeah.
Is that somebody you guys play with?
Oh, he already messaged me back on Xbox. Said I'll be ready.
Freaking good, Jimmy. Like Burns is good.
He's got 1,100 wins on total.
Burns is good.
And we won. I was playing with him before we got on here, and we won 4 duels in a row. Like we had an 18 kill game. Like simple.
I've got a ringer too. Joker's really good. He's got like 1,300 total console.
You get carried.
Oh yeah, he'll carry.
See, sure. I played with Joker too, but Areola, man, he's a game changer.
He is. Dude, Kyle, you should have seen the game we had right
is
before
his
we got
name
on.
really
So it was no,
I just call him
James,
that.
But Kyle, we were like, it was like towards the end of the game, there was like 8 people left, so 3 duels left, and we were fighting these kids, and then the other 2 teams came in and started fighting us, and we both got damaged really hard. So we're like turtled in the middle of this huge tower. We're like just in this huge tower, like, all right, just let them fight. And then we wait till the end, and we're like peeking through with the edit button. And we're like, okay, they're dead. And we just open the door and kill them. Like, where did these guys come from?
He's just a build master. He's just like, he's not, I wouldn't say like he's like the best. He doesn't use an AR. Like he's not like the best shooter ever, but he is excellent at getting the advantage on the opponent. And so he'll just be like, hey, I'm going to get fucking some high ground on these guys real quick. You guys kill him. And he gets up there and he distracts them, and we're just, you know? God, I want to eat him out. It's magnet. I got to piss.
All right, well, I got to go.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
All right, let's just wrap it up then.
Yeah, let's shut her down. Let everybody say bye. 43 minutes, that's fine. I mean, it's Monday. Yeah.
45 minutes is basically an hour, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's our title?
Let's just make it his
something
gamer
about
tag.
either gaming addiction or
let's say it'd be like we have a mental disorder. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Or I was gonna say space, whatever.
Click this video if you have a mental gaming disorder. There we go.
Yeah. Solve your yeah. You do whatever you got to do. Bye.
All right, drop stuff. Bye.